Greetings and salutations, YouTube family and friends. T-Rav Vlogs here. What's up, guys? Given the recent situation in the world and the lack of the convention scene in the local area, I have found myself missing conventions pretty badly here lately. So I figured, if we can't go to conventions and make new memories, why not look back fondly on older conventions and just kind of let nostalgia take over for a while. So this is going to be the start of a new series that's going to be going on this channel, where we look back at older conventions or ideas from the conventions or costumes, just kind of a little bit of everything from the fandom, just to kind of look back fondly and remember the way things used to be, and hopefully the way things will be soon. So without further ado, welcome to Convention Memories. In this episode, we're going to be stepping all the way back to 2004-2005, basically my freshman year of college. By this point, I've pretty much established a circle of anime-liking friends. We have similar tastes, we have all kinds of different likings for Japanese animation and Asian culture. We've pretty much become a cohesive group of like-minded individuals who are just missing one thing. Now, I had seen the existence of conventions online, but I had never really had the opportunity to attend one, seeing as how in the immediate area there were no conventions happening at the time. Now, there were others going on throughout the country, but I really didn't have the resources to travel, and one of my convention friends did have a convention that was local to her when she lived in the Atlanta area, and we'd planned on going to that one eventually, but like I said at the time, resources were scarce, and we really couldn't do anything that took us too far out of the area. So accepting the fate of not being able to experience a convention, we happened to notice an article that was in an anime magazine talking about a traveling convention that had started out in Florida and was going to be working its way through the country slowly but surely. And one of the locations just happened to be St. Louis. When we saw that, we were absolutely ecstatic. We couldn't believe that a convention was finally coming to our area and we were going to get to experience one firsthand. The excitement was getting very real. So all we really had to do was await the date anxiously. And as the date got closer, we started getting more and more excited. However, the excitement got dialed up just a little bit more when one evening I was sitting in my college dorm room watching my nightly anime on television when a commercial came on for this particular convention, which was named Kunecon. One of the guests of honor, the late great David Carradine, did a promotion for this particular convention and talked about the dates, what all was going to be happening, and asking if we were going to be there. And doggone it, we were going to be there. So seeing that advertisement really brought the excitement to a whole new level, and now I really couldn't wait for the convention to roll around. So finally, after what seemed like a small eternity of waiting, it was time to go to Kunecon. My friends came up to the dorm that Friday afternoon after classes were over, so then we could commute downtown, which was just a few blocks away, to the hotel where the convention was happening. They even talked one of my friends who wasn't so hot on anime at the time to going to the convention with us just to kind of experience what it was going to be like. So we had ourselves a pretty good group going to this thing. So we arrived at the hotel, and the scene was certainly interesting. Seeing all these characters in costume walking around nonchalantly, just like they were supposed to be there, and going about their regular business. And it was just something that I had not experienced firsthand just yet, only hearing about it online. So we go in, get registered, and everything's just kind of happening very quickly. I'm trying to take in all of the scenes that are happening. We go to the dealer's room, we check out the video game room, my brain is working a million miles a minute, and I'm just kind of on autopilot. I'm not able to really comprehend what's happening at the moment. I'm not at the con, I'm just kind of floating right now. The moment that finally got me focused and honed in on the convention experience happened when I was in the dealer's room. Now, I don't remember exactly what the dealer was selling at the time. I just remember they had a glass display case where I was checking out all of the wares they had. I must have been pretty interested in it because I was staring at it for a pretty long time, just kind of lost in thought. When I started to kind of hear this clicking of nails against the glass close to me. Now that kind of took me out of my zone that I was in staring at all these particular things, and I turned to look at what exactly was causing this clicking noise. And I noticed a hand with particularly long white nails clicking at the glass, if you will, and I followed the hand to a sleeve covered in a red kimono-like garment, and I continued to follow the hand up to a rather tall individual with long white flowing hair and white dog ears to match. I was standing next to Inuyasha. Now at the time, I was very heavy into the Inuyasha series. More on that in the next episode. But I'm standing here next to this gentleman who is doing an immaculate job portraying Inuyasha. He's got the garments, he's got all the details, the facial structure is there, the attitude certainly looks to be there in the way he's conducting himself. He just kind of looks down at me and is like, "Sup?" And, of course, courteously, I look up and, "Hi." That was on the outside. Inside was this reaction. Do you know who you are? I was freaking out. I was having a fanboy moment internally. I didn't want to project it onto this gentleman because I didn't want to scare him away. But after I finally calmed down, my brain said, right, here we are. We're in the moment. It's convention time. Let's go. And let's go we did. The convention experience in and of itself was one I will certainly never forget. We got to meet industry guests such as David Carradine, Vic Mignogna, Scott McNeil, Richard Epcar. Got to meet artist Steve Bennett for the first time, which became a reoccurring character in other conventions in the area for sure. There was an extreme martial arts demonstration team from Canada, Team Ryuko, and they put on some amazing performances. Their main show was Naruto-based because Naruto was just coming over to America at the time and getting some headway, so they wanted to do a show that was relevant to the fan base for the convention. And one of the vendors just happened to be selling replica katana swords from movies and television, and one of the series that they had wares from was Kill Bill. So, me and some friends purchased a replica Kill Bill sword, Bill's sword as we know, portrayed by David Carradine, and he actually signed our swords. So we have Kill Bill replica katanas signed by Bill. That is certainly an awesome memory that I am never going to forget. So the convention goes off relatively without a hitch. I am still completely blown away by everything that's going on. The convention was amazing, and I definitely wanted to make conventions a serious, reoccurring thing in my life. But there was just one thing, and because of that, I made myself a vow. I was never going to another convention again. Unless I was cosplaying, that looked entirely like too much fun. Being able to portray the characters and being a part of the experience, that's where I learned you could either experience the convention or be a part of the experience. And doggone it, I was ready to be a part of the experience. So that finally gave me the determination and inspiration to decide on the character that I wanted to become my first cosplay. But more on that in episode 2. So what did you guys think? That was episode 1 of Convention Memories. This one is my first convention. Did you guys like it? Do you want me to do this some more? I have plenty of other stories to tell. Not every single one of them is going to focus on one particular convention. I'll talk about other aspects like the costumes or whole clusters of conventions or locations of conventions, just kind of the basic overall environment that a convention encompasses. Been doing this for about 15 to 16 years, so a lot of stories to go along with this. If you guys like this series, if you guys want to see more, make sure to let me know in the comments below. Also, if you're not subscribed yet, go down there and hit the subscribe button and the little notification bell so you don't miss any new uploads or any upcoming episodes for this particular series. I always love hearing from you guys. You know I do. Love to see more subscribers coming into the channel. Love to see that you guys are enjoying the kind of content that I produce. If we can't go to cons, then doggone it, let's relive the memories of the conventions. Do you guys have any particular memories that you're fond of? Let me know those in the comments below. I want to hear from you guys too. This is as much a sharing series as anything. I can tell you about my memories, but I also want to read some of your memories as well. So guys, stay tuned for more episodes. I hope this becomes a long and beloved series. So that's all I really have to say about that. So until next time, I'll talk to you soon. And take care. Bye-bye.